Okay, so we've ohmed out our can high, can low, and they worked out to pins 5 and 6, even though one diagram showed it as 3 and 4. It's actually 5 and 6. So just remember that. The red, which is high, is going to, on mine, it's going to 5, and then the blue, which is going to can low, is going to the green with the white stripe, which is 6 on mine. And one thing I noticed, if you look at the can gateway, it does not have anything in those positions. So you have to hook into them right there. Once we did that, we got our password, and what I was going to show is that before the password was extracted, let's try it again. IR adapter and Pro Tag. Make sure there's no key in the ignition, so we'll pull that out. Okay, insert a working key or our IR key. Checking EZS. If you get something that says you have to hook up can high, can low, internal, but see how it says try to turn the key shortly? Just grab your key and twist it a little bit, and it'll start progressing. This one's already pulled the password, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But that's what you want to do. What's getting me, though, is it was progressing every time. See how it says progress 4? Every time I turned it, it usually went up about, okay, so it extracted it. Now, that happened real quick because it already pulled the password. But that's how you do the W164 Amazonia, just for you, Shrek, and doing it on the bench with a VVDI cable. Next, we're going to try and put a fuse relay in here so that we can do it without having to do that, twist in the key. But it only took about 15-20 minutes. So there's our setup on the bench. And if you can't figure out how to ohm pins 5 and 6 out to whatever, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Sorry. I've had too many people tell me it's not labeled that way. Well, I'm really sorry. They just don't do that. And just so you know, next up on the docket is going to be the W210. How do we read that on the bench with a home-built cable? So stay tuned for that. Fun with ABRITES. You know what they say. Bring on the next one. Okay, so we have read our W164, got our password. And the one thing that I can't stress enough, and I guess I don't say it enough in any of these videos, once you have done that, go over here, save data. If you don't save it, you're screwed. I mean, it doesn't matter what you call it. I'm just telling you, if you don't save the data, if you try and put an electronic steering lock emulator in there or anything else, you're going to be screwed. So before you do anything, once you get the password, save the data. Can't stress that enough. Okay, so we've read our password on the W164. We're going to program, emulate. You know what? Let's just do an emulate, processing data. connecting, working. Please reinsert. And if you notice, our key now turns. See how it says authentication done? Now, we know that this is going to work when we make a key for this. And we didn't have to try burning a key. Bring on the next one. Okay, so we showed you how to emulate a key with your IR. Now, we're going to program a key. And actually, this is a key that came from a friend of mine who said that it was actually programmed to the car. Okay, so it says it's a NECBE. It says don't move the key, and it says the key program. So it says it's done. Let's see if it works. Now, we tried this a couple of minutes ago. This sucks. Ooh, look at that. She now works. Leave it to ABRITES. You know, they actually do a pretty darn good job. Bring on the next one.